feel nice and hot, even in the 60s.
That's true. Even a sunny 68-degree day can be nice.
It's time for a coffee break now. We're going to start with how different generations feel about talking about money.
Okay, so a new study shows millennials are the group that feels most comfortable to talk about their own salaries when compared to other groups. So the study by Forbes Advisor looked at similarities and differences in age groups when it comes to talking about money. And it turns out all age groups are relatively open when it comes to talking about money, but personal finances and income is where the big difference is. Across all age groups, the most common topic of discussion when it comes to money is saving and investments. But more millennials say they've learned valuable financial insights by having open conversations about money with others. I feel like in our industry, it was pretty hush-hush when it comes to how much people were making. And now, especially in California, thanks to the transparency law, where now you can kind of see what's going on and make sure, I think especially for women, we are getting paid the right way and getting the money that we deserve. So
yeah, and these open discussions that the younger generation is having about it makes them also kind of understand their worth. Like, what is the market? What am I actually worth compared to this person, or if I'm doing the same job?
Yeah.
I hate talking about money, Paul.
Transparency is good if somebody were, like if I go to a school and they ask how much I make, I tell them more than my first job and not as much as the president.
What kind of school asks how much money you make?
every time I go to a school, like, hey, any
true.
questions
Yeah,
about
that's
what,
true, yeah.
how much do you
Yeah,
make?
the student, like,
how much
yeah,
do you
how
make?
much you make?
Well, I do feel with,
More than
like,
my first job.
I feel like with
which was
Jamie,
McDonald's, by the way.
she's so willing to be helpful, right? So I think if you had a mentee come to you and say, hey, I'm getting in the business, how much they ask for the first thing.
That's funny you should say that, because I always tell them I made $19,000 at my first television job. I qualified for free dental care. So I'm very honest that you are not going to, it was state mandated, because I made, you don't make a lot of money when you're first starting out in this business, and you got to kind of
work your way up.
Yeah, so I'm very honest to my mentees. We all expect the food we buy at the grocery store to be safe, but a new list from food safety inspectors gives a few they avoid because they say it's just too risky. And I saw this list and I thought, okay, I might change my shopping. At the top of the list is unpasteurized or raw milk. Pasteurization, of course, kills potentially harmful bacteria, and without that process, pathogens can get in there. Raw milk isn't even legal to sell in some states.
Existed.
Yes, it is legal here. That's on store shelves in many places. But the next on the list, raw sprouts.
I love raw sprouts.
I know, me too. And experts say they aren't actually risky as long as you wash them thoroughly before you eat them, but so many people don't. Same is true with pre-cut produce, because the standards for preparing them on site is generally lower, and it's done at the store itself. So you do still have to wash those veggies you get cut up. And the last item is hot food bars. They can be great, but the food has to be hot and stay hot the whole time it is out.
I'm almost kind of surprised that the hot food bars came back after COVID.
Me too.
I thought they were buffets
Me
and
too.
food bars. I kind of thought they were done.
Like buffets. I was like, who's ever gonna go to a buffet again?
Now the line's out the door. Apparently.
Seriously.
This one's interesting. We had it earlier in the show, but it's worth showing again. More kids than ever saying, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a YouTuber.
This is where I became curmudgeon-y today. Like, what? Remember when you used to ask kids, like, you'd ask your kid, what do you want to be? I want to be a firefighter. I want to be a police officer, a teacher, baseball player, football player. A YouTuber?
Yeah, well, it's a thing. And now they have camps for it. Not going to baseball camp, creator camps. They're popping up across the country to help the kids learn the skills to become a YouTuber, your favorite career. In a poll from 2019, close to 30% of kids aged 8 to 12 listed YouTuber as their top career choice. And that was
like,
4 years ago.
How is that a career, though? Like, how are you a YouTuber?
Well, here's the thing.
They make more money than we do.
You see Dude
Put it on
Perfect,
YouTube.
you see Mr. Beast, and you think I can do that, not realizing that they're one of 8 billion people on Earth.
Right.
But to do it on their own, they've got to learn what are essentially storytelling and filmmaking skills. It doesn't just happen. These camps operate after school or during the summer. Even traditional summer camps are adding on programs teaching YouTube and online content creation alongside traditional arts and science programs. A lot of the kids are aware that popular YouTubers make tons of money, and many kids say that is a big motivation for them as well.
Become a dentist.
You know what the thing about this is? It kind of feels like they're going to be rich and famous, not going to pursue a craft or pursue
I think
a
that's what
passion
bothers
or something.
me.
Right.
It's true.
And it's more of about me. Like, what can I bring to the table and be special in some way? It's like,
Or be recognized
Yeah.
in some way.
Just do what you love, try to be the best at it, and money takes care of
or
itself.
if you want to make a lot of money, like, become a dentist or a lawyer.
Well, and then a lot of dentists
Okay,
and
Mom.
lawyers do have YouTube pages, and they become influencers also, kind of.
Okay. Rutabaga.
Well, they do.
Okay. A lot of this one I love. A lot of Airbnb users don't like the addition of cleaning fees, right? Or any of those extra fees
No,
that
the
they don't
junk
tell you
fees.
The
about.
service fee.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So one host
What
got
did you
rid
service?
of them.
Exactly.
She got rid of the cleaning fee. And now she says her place is cleaner than ever. The host
Really?
has 2 properties she rents out, and she'd been seeing that guests were upset about the fees, so she raised the nightly price and eliminated the fees, and the number of people booking her rentals jumped. The overall price that guests pay is the same, but she assumes they feel that she's being more honest by putting it all up front, and she also thinks the guests think she's not hiring a cleaning crew anymore, so they've actually been leaving her rentals cleaner than they did before.
I better mop this up over here.
And this totally makes sense to me. I mean, if you feel like the business is respecting you and trusting you, you're going to take better care of it and not
Absolutely.
be bitter about all of the, the junk fees and the hidden costs.
It is funny to
be
me
honest
because
up
isn't
front.
that how Airbnb started though? Was that there weren't all these fees attached
Right.
to it. It was just like, here's what you're paying, this is what you get. And then as they've added it, now their model, they're struggling a little bit right now as to what the next step is in their business model.
And it used to be that you could, it was cheaper than staying in a hotel,
Yeah, now it's not.
and you didn't
Yeah,
really have to.
that's
But
much.
now it's like you have to pay all the extra fees and do the extra work, and no one likes
I like
that.
the cleaning fee and then the list of things to do before you
Right,
leave.
exactly.
Which
Take out
is
the
to
garbage,
clean.
Yes.
and do the laundry, put the
Exactly.
sheets in the washing machine. Yeah.
Okay, well that's today's coffee break.
CBS News Los Angeles, your local news, streaming wherever, whenever.